Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my daily Genshin Impact routine. I've pretty much perfected it over the years I've been playing Genshin. I think I've been playing around 4 years by now, at least. So I know what I'm doing, and it's very quick. It should take around 20 to 30 minutes. It did take me longer because I am recording, but yeah, let's get into the video. So the first thing I like to do when I log on to Genshin is go to the events overview page. Now if there's an Archon quest or a main story quest that's going on, I'll do that first, but since there's none today, I'm just going to be doing the Shutterflash memory hunt, which is just taking photos of different characters. I'm also going to be collecting any rewards that I might have here. I actually don't mind events like these, where we just take photos of the different characters. Today was Skirk and Escoffier. I really want her. I have Skirk, but I think she would be a great addition to my team. Recently, I've just been really wanting a lot of Fontaine characters. For some reason, I have a few already, but majority I don't, and I think I want every single character from Fontaine at this point. So hopefully some of them get their reruns here soon. Next, what I find very important to do is plan out what you want to do with your resin. This is very important so you know what you actually want to be farming for. I am farming for Columbina, so I'm doing her weekly boss as well as her talent domain. Next, I then go to my party setup and I go to my friendship team. These are characters that I want to get to level 10 friendship so I can get their banners. I do this because I'm about to collect my rewards. So then I go to my weekly progress and I collect the encounter points. I do this instead of the 4 daily commissions. I much prefer it. It's way quicker to just do this than to do the commissions. Next, I go to Catherine and I collect my daily commission rewards. And then after that, I collect my expedition rewards or materials. And I then re-dispatch those same characters. On the topic of collecting rewards, I like to go to my Teapot and collect the currency there as well as the friendship XP so I can get all my characters to level 10 friendship. I then will go to the shop there and I will collect the hero's wit as much as I can, as well as the 1 resin that's in here I will also collect. Next up on the list is reputation, which is something that I actually don't really like. I have put off reputation for so long, which is why I'm still doing it. All that I have left to do is Inazuma's. I've completed every other regions other than Nogkrai's. So what I like to do first is accept one of the bounties, the highest one. Do not do any of the lower ones. I made that mistake early on. And then accept it on the map. I then select all 3 of the weekly quests. It's also important to note when doing the bounties that oftentimes the enemy will have a element that they are resistant to, so that's why I changed out my team. Usually the last quest will be you giving a NPC some materials, so make sure you have those. I tend to not. Now, although reputation is just once a week, it's important that you actually do it. I can't stress this enough. As someone who's been playing for years and have just been putting it off for every region, you're gonna need a lot of what the reputation has to offer for rewards. So I highly recommend, if you are a new player, to just get it done quickly as possible. Please do not skip out on any of the bounties. You're gonna need that XP, as well as make sure you do the last bounty. do not try to do the first bounty or the second. You're not going to get as much XP. You're going to want to try to get your reputation done as quickly as possible so you can get all the different rewards that it offers. One of the major ones is the treasure compasses, which I actually do get in this video. And here it is. I can't believe it's taken me this long to get a treasure compass for a region, but here we are. I almost always use the resin from the teapot the same day, so here I am using it up. I then will also use the Parametric Transformer. Again, this is something that you get from the reputation, so it's really important to do that. I just use iron in it at the maximum, and what it does is it just gives you a couple different talent books and Mora, I believe, and sometimes the hero's wit. So it's really great. You don't get a lot, but every little bit counts. And here finally we are actually using our resin. So here I'm just fighting the weekly boss for Columbina. I don't want to spoil too much. And unfortunately I did not get what I needed for Columbina, but I do end up switching it later on. Now here I am fighting the weekly boss with other people. I am wanting the Northlander catalyst, I believe, for Columbina's weapon. And unfortunately, I was not lucky this time. Since I am building Columbina, I want to condense all my resin that I have left and go to her talent domain. Her talent domain is pretty easy as long as you have not cry characters. So I got through it pretty quickly. And now finally I can level up my Columbina skill to level 9. We are slowly getting there. Now for the last part of my routine, it usually consists of either 1, exploration, or 2, the battle pass if it is here, which it is. I like to do the weekly missions, and the one that takes the most amount of time is the TCG, which I actually really like playing TCG, so if you guys would be interested in a video, I would be more than willing to do that. One of the weekly missions I do is cook 20 pieces of food. It's really simple to do, so I always do that. Another weekly mission is forging 20 items. I just do the enchantment auras because they take the least amount of time. Finally, the last step is playing TCG. I thought it was funny here how it was Siegewing as the character of the week. She is my favorite character when it comes to TCG. I play her card all the time, to the point now where I almost want to pull for her. I wouldn't worry about this part too much if you're someone who's not a fan of TCG, like I was originally. I did not like TCG at all when I was starting out. It was not fun to me. But after a while of collecting character cards and looking up tutorials, I really started to enjoy it. So it takes time, and you don't get a lot of rewards out of it, so it's not that big of a deal if you don't do this part. I find TCG to be pretty relaxing, that's why I always have it at the end of my Genshin gameplay. But as always, do as you prefer. And with that, we're at the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm still getting used to recording, so please let me know if there's anything that I can improve upon, as well as any videos you guys would be interested in seeing. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Bye!